These are 7 financial wisdoms from Solomon to his son. Number 1, wisdom. You need wisdom before wealth. Proverbs 4:7. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore get wisdom. And in all you are getting, get understanding. You need wisdom before wealth. When you get money without method, I won't lie to you, you will waste the money. When you get method before the money, you can make the money. But you can never buy method. You can only learn the method. Wisdom. And this is what will help you now to, and that's why it says, in all you are getting, get understanding. An understanding heart is the heart that is able to judge. It is the knowledge of application. Where do I apply this? Every investment needs knowledge, but above all, profitable investments needs understanding and wisdom. People have put money and they have lost. Some people have put money and they have gained. And Solomon never spoke this as a theory. We have seen in 1 Kings chapter number 3, Solomon sought for wisdom. Please, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to tell you this. Put something in your head. One day what is in your head will put something in your pocket. There are different ways of reading. Some people don't like the flipping of papers. These gadgets have summaries of books. Every day when driving to work, you can listen to something. The time you spend scrolling, drinking tea that never helped you. So-and-so is dating so-and-so. So-and-so has bought so-and-so. So-and-so has left so-and-so. Things you never knew about Pastor T. Number 4 will shock you. You are drinking tea and you have no tea at home. Poverty has attacked you. And the people who are giving you tea, wako job. YouTube will pay them. Because views. After, as you are taking the tea, products are being advertised on their page. And then after you take tea, of a man you've never met, a couple you've never seen, that 10 minutes, you can hear something that will change your mind and change your life. Are you getting me? And I tell you, it takes discipline. It takes discipline. Number 2, it is called build a reserve system. Proverbs 21:20. Because the question I need to ask you is, if you are to lose your job, how long can you survive with your savings? Valuables are safe in a wise person's home. Fools put it all out for yard sales. I want to ask technical questions. Leo, kikitu kama COVID, kikatendeka tena, how long can you survive on your savings? Always put something in the reserve. Build a reserve before the season commands it. Don't wait to be sick to begin to save. Don't wait for calamity to build a reserve. Build a reserve before the season commands it. We are all aging. In the days of your strength, you better put something that you can eat in the day of your weakness. And sometimes it's not how much, it's how consistent. If you begin to put something today, 1,000 somewhere, one day you will lift up your eyes, it will not be 1,000. And now I'll tell you now with the current market trends, put it where it grows. Saizi uko single, unataka kuoa, na una savings. Na for ifana ingia kwa nyumba na mwambia huku sasa ndo tunakuanga kwa ile scripture nasemanga the just shall live by faith. After 3 months tunaanza marriage counseling issues. What is the problem? Wife ameingizwa mafasting. Ame lose weight. Mwanaume ni mlezi. He has no savings. Alikuwa anangoja ile basha ya harusi. Na bado alikuwa na deni ya mwenye keki. Keki imekaa kwa box 1 hour. Juu mwenye keki anasema nasifungui mpaka nione M-Pesa. Be wise. Build a reserve. Number 3, avoid debts. Proverbs 22:7. The rich rules over the poor, and the borrower is slave to the lender. Servant is a refined word. Some employers put you on debt, kimaksudi, so that you never leave, and then they overwork you. When you are under loan, you cannot walk away from an exploitative employer. So debt does not just take your money, it takes your options. There is a man called Charlie Munger, was a billionaire. He took 60 years to study bankruptcy. And this is what he said. He said, many people borrow on future income that they are not certain that it will come. And that is the cause of bankruptcy and debt that people cannot pay. There is an assumption of money that will come in the future. But that assumption is not security in the bank. All these online apps that keep on reminding you, even banks, that you can now borrow 70,000. You can now borrow 30,000. The greatest move is not to borrow. Majority of the online lending, the system of business on that online lending, the system of business is simple. They know 40% might default. So they must overcharge the 60 to secure the loss of the 40. So you end up paying more. Whatever you borrowed versus what you pay, if you had a budget and you are patient, actually, you would have saved. You see, one of the concepts of avoiding debt is when you master the art of instant gratification. Nataka, 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 fuliza. If you can manage that appetite of I want and be able to postpone that gratification, you run away from debt. There are things that people call good debt. A good debt is something you plow and you can see returns and all that. But there is bad debt. You can't plow on a feeling. You can't plow on an assumption. You can't invest in faith. There are people right now in debt, and it's not warfare. It was a decision. It was a move that was made hastily. Every debt you decline is a portion of your freedom that you keep. The more debt you have, the more depressed you are. When you study in deeper levels of wealth, you will discover any wealth that does not give you peace is not wealth. The greatest investment of wealth is peace, not things. Number 4, audit your asset. Proverbs 27:23. Be diligent to know the state of your flock. The word there is state of your flock, and attend to your herd. You have a car you are using for Uber. What is the state? It has what is it called? That part insurance, and you're overspeeding. If that car gets an accident, it cannot be repaid. You're overtaking carelessly with that part insurance. What is the state of your flock? 3 things. Know what you have. What is it producing? And what is the value? What do I have? What is the value? What is the efficiency or production capacity? And what are the threats? Know the condition of your financial life. Know what comes in and what goes out. Know your specific obligation. Know what comes in and what goes out. But then I'll encourage you. Try. Capture every coin you make. You realize actually you make a lot of money. You'll be surprised. Number 5, build systems. This is 1 Kings chapter number 10 and verse 14. Systems sometimes help growth. When a man walks out, the money can go down. But when a man walks out where there are systems, the money will never go out. Position yourself where value flows. Income stops when you stop, but systems do not stop. So when you have systems, money will never stop. Sometimes I'm happy I'm not in church, but the church is still going on. We don't have the perfect of systems, but at least I know I have a system. Number 6, strategic networking. 1 Kings and verse 5. We have a culture of networking with people that benefit us. Strategic networking is when both parties benefit. When both parties live stronger than they arrived, that is strategic networking. Solomon did not have wood, but the king of Hiram had wood. So in this strategic networking, you must look at what you have and what other people don't have. And you must look at what other people have that you do not have. Solomon needed wood for the temple. And he needed wood for the buildings that were there. But the king, Hiram, did not have food. Israel was an agricultural economy. So they took grain to them and they brought wood to them. And not only did they bring wood, they also brought workforce. So you partner from where you are incapacitated from. And what do you have that others do not have? And what do they have that you do not have? That is a ground of partnership. Meaning that the two parties will live stronger than they arrived. Number 7, your legacy is as durable as what you teach. Proverbs 13:22. A good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. That inheritance can survive the first generation and the second generation. Because a good man leaves both method and money. That's the difference. When the Bible says, but the wealth of the sinner is stored up for the righteous, is because many wicked people, they never transfer method, they transfer money. So when you have people that have method, they can attract the money of those who are not taught on the method.